You looked at whether it was JCPenney or Kohl's or Macy's, traffic really fell off a cliff in the U.S. So that was the big thing. These stocks lost, between 15 and 20%. And then we got this retail sales number, which was the best in 10 months or so. But if you look at the composition of the retail numbers, people are eating out. People are shopping online. Department stores are crumbling, which is in line with the numbers that we saw. So people are shopping differently. And again, we've talked about this so many times that they're spending on experience.
And a lot of strength in auto sales as well, a continuing trend we've seen. But you do make the point that it's not just down to Amazon when we talk about this move online that continues to dent brick and mortar sales. So what is it down to?
Yeah, so you were just talking about H&M, and it's so easy. Blame the weather or blame Amazon. That's so simple, but there's a little more to it. I think that you look at a lot of these companies like a Gap that has a fashion problem, or you look at like a Kohl's or any of the other department stores, they're all chasing the same thing. They're chasing athleisure and beauty and lingerie, and when everybody goes after the same thing, growth eventually hits a wall.
But I guess we also can't ignore the enormous strength of Amazon. And I was just speaking to some people yesterday who were saying that they buy birthday presents for their kids in bulk on Amazon. And in the past you used to go to, like you say, Amazon is now becoming the new Costco. You used to go to Costco and buy things in bulk, and now those bulk purchases are happening online and being delivered straight to your door.
Yeah, Amazon, you cannot underestimate the power of it. You can order as much as you want, and if you're a member of Prime, which 25% of households in the US are, comes to your house, you can return it, no problem. So, also if you think about most of the growth in retail is happening online, and Amazon gets 50 cents for every dollar of that spending. So that's massive. Yes.
So what happens if we do see a slowdown globally? We're looking at these Chinese data. On any given day, we're speculating whether or not we're going to be, looking at slower growth for the next couple of years. Yeah. Does that have to impact all the different sectors in retail?
I think it does eventually, and I think, if we are really seeing sort of the trend in retail from the numbers that just came out, it affects everybody overall. But again, Amazon is gaining share of a not declining, but slower growth overall sector.
So what happens then? Are we talking about some mall closures here, some more store closures, strictly going to more online retailers? What do you think? How does this play out?
So I think you need to see about 25% of retail square footage go away, particularly in the U.S. where we're still incredibly overstored. And you're hearing about H&M today, and they're still talking about doubling their store base when this shift online is still happening. You have to ask the question, is that realistic?